Hey guys, how we doing? It's Sir Tanis back with another Rome 2 online battle replay. Today our opponent is Hannibal Barca commanding Carthage against my force of Macedon. Let's go. This is the Battle of Velathri.
They are all scum. Kill them. Kill them all.
So I always liked those little general speeches. I always thought those were very, very interesting. But let's get on with the battle. So today, I'm going to go ahead and put this on slow-mo. I brought 4 units of Thorio Spears, 4 units of Thorax Swords, and 3 units of Royal Peltist. I brought 2 units of Sarissa Cav, 1 unit of Citizen Cav, and an Aspis Companion Cav, and my General's Companion Cav. My opponent brought 4 units of Carthaginian Cavalry, and I spotted them coming over the hill, and I knew that I either had to get to the top of the hill and I was going to get there just in time, or I'd get there too late. But judging by the position of his scout riders, I judged I got there too late. So I go ahead and formed an area where I could form a stagnant line, judging by where I'd have to commence the assault. But, let me go ahead and put this in forward. We'll get this battle started. So how's everyone doing? Hope you've all had a good time. I see you guys are liking the content. That's awesome. I really, really appreciate it. Now this is just something I do in my spare time. I work a full-time job and got other stuff to do. So, but I do enjoy this very much. It's just I don't always have time to do it. So now his army starts to appear. He's got a mercenary companion cav along with there, I didn't notice, and then his noble cav is his general, and here his infantry starts to appear. He has 3 mercenary Balearic slingers, a Cretan archer, from what I can see, and then it looks like his main line. I'm not really sure. I thought I got a glimpse of it right there. But I'm going to go ahead and inch forward, and here we're going to have a cavalry engagement between my Sarissa Calv and 2 units of Carthaginian Cav. I do believe he's going to win that engagement. I don't see it going well in the prolonged melee for my units. So, thinking that I have the missile advantage with my Rhodian slingers and my own Cretan archer, I start going to work on his infantry, which just starts to appear. He's got Samnite warriors and noble veteran fighters. And I'm glad that they're tired. Those are very powerful units. I got the stats open on the side. You guys can see for yourselves. Those are some very powerful units. And his Balearic slingers, they're just moving ahead. They're not popping off any shots, so that's good for me. Over here, my Sarissa Cav has fallen. So my Aspis Cav with 2 Thorio Spears comes into move. And he checks me with that mercenary Samnite warrior. That fight's going to be a tough one. I start to advance my main line of these Royal Peltis and Thorax Swordsmen kind of intermingled together, and on the flanks I have Thorio Spears. Now his other cavalry starts to appear. Carthaginian Cav, Companion Cav. And here's where I pull off a big mistake. I forget to charge my infantry, and they don't get any javelin throws off. And he gets off tons of javelins. Just crashes right into my line, and now it turns into a slugfest. Over here I start calling his moves with my own Citizen Cav and my 2 units of Citizen Cav, it looks like, versus his Carthaginian Cav. And then he's got a mercenary Companion Cav that's going to come up and finish that engagement. My general is going to have to engage here in a minute. It sees his noble cavalry general engaging. Go ahead and show you the one on the flank really quick. My Thorio Spears, regardless of how good his cavalry is going to do awesome against him, despite my Aspis cavalry falling. I threw in a Thorax Swordsman. That's going to take care of the Samnite warriors. But he went ahead and countered with another unit of Samnites before we made the infantry clash. Right about now is where I switch my Royal Peltist off missile mode and put them back on melee mode. It's a feature I commonly forget that they have. I think that they're just infantry, but they more like play like missile units. So I threw in my general right here. not a fight I'm going to win. His companion cavalry, they're just straight up better in a melee fight. They have the shield, and my guys, they're good on the charge. His noble cavalry, they're good on the charge, but I do believe they're also very decent in the melee. I'm not entirely sure, and that's going to go ahead and take care of my cavalry flank. And just like the real Hannibal Barca, he's going to go ahead and swing around with my cavalry. Probably wipe out my missile units. And then if I come in and crash in on my infantry line. So, hopefully, I can go ahead and win this melee fight right here. And then get my general out of there, and that can control the cavalry situation again. And it looks like I'm going to win some fights here on the front line with his noble fighters. But he's coming in and getting in the back of my units with his cavalry, just as I suspected. His missile units are going to come out barely touched. They've got off pop shots the whole match. Sorry about my dog in the background, guys. My infantry over here is actually doing really well. I'm winning this fight, but over here in the middle and on the edges where he hit me with his cavalry, it's over. My general is still alive. I have not fallen at this point, but my missile units have fallen. He's coming in, putting the hammer on the anvil right here, crashing in. Royal Peltas, great unit, and there we go. We have a loss. That was a great battle by Hannibal Barca, and I really appreciate playing with him. You guys have a good one.